Okay, here we go. Video number 2. Oh, crap. Um, yeah, so sorry about video number 1. Hopefully, this audio will come in a lot better. Um, but yeah, trying to catch it right now. I've got two Great Danes that they're constantly they're needy. They're needy dogs, but maybe that will be another part of. I'll make that a different piece of content creation on for them. Who knows? But yeah, going back to yesterday. Sorry, I'm looking down here because I'm trying to organize my thoughts. I'm taking some notes here. Trying to get better at this. So yeah, and excuse me again for the quality of I was in the car. Um, it was actually the second video because it was all muffled. Um, you know, I'm pretty sure down the line I'm gonna have Michael Bay type production. Anyway, so yeah, so recapping from yesterday, just kind of again, putting myself out there as far as the type of audience I want to reach, prospective investors, just bringing the right people together. It seems to be the deal. Um, so I definitely know, I've already thought about it. I know the need for improvement and what I need to do, and I'm just going to keep working on it. Maybe I'll make another video on that later down the line. But anyways, pertaining to like the homework that we're doing with my group, I just thought, where do I want to be, 6 months from now, a year from now, because I'm still in the proof of concept stage, um, and I'm pretty determined to get there. You really gotta, that's just the thing. Is like, you can't be timid doing this crap, So yeah, I'm pretty determined. I kind of have my goals. I've defined them for myself. So basically, I'm really working. um, I'm really moving to get my first co-living asset, and I'll talk about that in a bit. Either a co-living or I want to flip a house. And so, I'm taking action. I'm doing some steps. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to be walking a prospective house I really like. We'll see how it goes. I've never really walked a house on my own. Hopefully, I've networked online. There are, I'll be going there with a general contractor. She's going to help me kind of, because that's just my thing. I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn how to estimate the cost. The rehab cost from looking at the property. It fits all the right parameters that from the other experienced investors of what a successful co-living property is. Um, there's no HOA there, which is sweet. Um, and then there is a pool, but it's like buried, which is fine by me. I'm not gonna have a pool in that. But anyways, just general. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna try. I'll see. It's a 2,500 square foot property in a good part of Tucson. Right next to hospitals, next to lots of places of business, places for prospective tenants to commute if they need to. Lots of parking space. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I feel like this is going to be a hot property. For all I know, it could be sold. I don't know, but um, I was able to connect with this wholesaler. She was pretty honest with me. I was pretty honest with her, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm excited about that. Yeah. What else? What else can I talk about? Oh, yeah, and just real quick. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about co-living a lot. So basically, in short, co-living is basically taking a single-family home and converting it to like a multi-family unit asset. Um, for example, you have a 1,500 square foot, three bed, two bath home, and then you're adding additional rooms, uh, effectively making it an 8 or 9 room, maybe three bathroom asset, and you're renting out each room. Um, and at first I thought, man, this is crazy. Until I actually was able to walk one. Um, another investor I met, a really nice gentleman, connected me with his business partner here in Tucson, and I was able to walk one. And guys, it was freaking amazing. It was gosh, it was like 1,300 square feet. Originally I think a 4 bed, 2 bath, and then they turned it into like a 10 bed, 3 bath co living asset. So, and dude, it's good. It's great. Great location. Not too hood. You don't want to be too much in the hood, but you can't be in like a bougie area with an HOA. An HOA will kill it. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's a good reasonable goal. I'm trying to be realistic with my goal setting. I think you know I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I think position wise, like I have you know I think I could do it. And so I'm gonna try. Why not? And I want to flip a house because again, pertaining to um, being a lender, eventually, if you're lending, um, I'm going to reference Abraham Gray and Alexis Morgan, Pace Morby. It's loan to own. Like you gotta think about that. If you're going to lend a substantial amount of money, um, when things go sideways, you're flipping that bad boy yourself. So yeah, that's just some of my thoughts. Um, I'm not sure. I think I'll probably the next video I'd like to hopefully walk that property and provide insight on that on this journey. So yeah, so that's pretty much where we're at. Hopefully the audio is a lot better this time. Again, again, my apologies for the first video. God, it's a mess. But yeah, today was a good day. I was able to attend like a networking coffee thing this morning in Tucson. That's some um, pretty talented, experience, different backgrounds. A lot of realtors, different general contractors. There was a gentleman that had a cleaning service. There was another lender type gentleman who I actually, he was very interested in co living. So I'm gonna, I did my part and try to educate as much as I know, and he seems to be on board. Because same thing for him. He's got a property that now he's thinking about co living. So yeah. Uh, so what is it? Today's the 20th. Pretty good day. So far so good. Just trying to make sure I'm taking enough action to actually get somewhere. I know it's going to be a process, but yeah, let's keep going, y'all.